Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Play My Music podcast. I am your host, Mark Reddick, and we're about to kick off another wonderful show. So today I have with me Mr. Floyd. Is it Fesky?
Fesky, that's correct.
Fesky, yes, all the way
Yes.
from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Let's show him some love, though. Yeah, yeah. Well, welcome to the show, my friend. And we're going to get rolling here. We're going to slow it down a little bit. So, Floyd, tell us about yourself.
Well, I'm that phrase that says you're never too old to start anything. So I'm 65 and I started music. I come from a musical family. Brother and sister were all musically talented. My dad was a pianist, and so we all went our separate ways in the music industry. I had brother take a country route, one take a rock route, my sister country, and then I took the Christian and then country. So I love the blues, I love R&B, so I kind of mix a little gospel blues and a little country in there too. So try to cover all the genres.
Yeah.
But I live here in Baton Rouge now. Been all over the East Coast, and then from Florida to Texas, and just left Oklahoma to come back. Health problems took me out of the industry I was in, and I said, "Well, I'm not going to sit around," because they say if you sit around, that you kind of start to lose. You give up hope. So I went back to the first love I ever had, which was music, and I started to. I started to make that a little side hustle that then turned into somewhat of a small second career now. But I'm a songwriter, more of a songwriter than a singer. And I just, this year I won, I was going to pull it, but I won Ozone Music Songwriters Festival. It's one of the largest festivals here in Louisiana.
Okay. Good for you. Good for you.
So that was nice. And I actually won it with one of the songs that you'll be playing called Cry Me a River. And I know I submitted, I think, 3 songs at the time, a gospel song, The Last Goodbye, and Cry Me a River was the last song I thought about bringing in. And I really wasn't going to submit it because to me, it was one of those songs that you think it's not good enough to submit. And it surprised me when they called me and they said that was a song that they chose to be in that the final one of the final songs. So but that's about me in a nutshell. Been married over 45 years. Same person, lovely wife. We just celebrated her birthday, and I'm not going to sit here and tell you how old she is because that just put me in a doghouse. But it's she's a great support. I got 3 people in my life that has given me this talent. One's my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and then my wife, and then I have probably one of the best fans in this industry, and she's out of North Carolina. Her name's Barbara Marshall. So, and if you think about it, that's a cool name, for somebody that. But that's her real name, and she worked for the post office for a retired postal service person, and she just, when I submit my songs, I send them to her first, and I say, "What do you think about this one?" And she's been on target on most of my music. So that's me in a nutshell.
Okay. Very interesting story, and thank you for sharing. And I guess that's really a great segue into the first song we're going to play. You already explained it, Cry Me a River. So we're going to play that right now. Let's check that out. Cry Me a
Awesome.
River.
Cry me a river, let it flow to the sea. Let everyone know the river that flows are from the tears that you cry for me. Build me a mountain so high I can't climb, and a valley so deep that the river you keep can't find its way back to me. Make me a promise for a love that won't die. You'll do your part not to break down my heart with all of your hatred and lies. So cry me a river, let it flow to the sea. Let everyone know the river that flows are the tears you cried for me. Oh, cry me a river, sing me a love song of a love that's gone wrong, about a songbird you heard that's lost all the words and melody to every song. Cry me a river, let it flow to the sea. Let everyone know the river that flows are the tears you cried for me. Oh, cry me a river. Cry me a river, let it flow to the sea. Let everyone know the river that flows are the tears you cried for me. Oh, cry me a river, cry me a river. Cry me a river about a love that won't die. Cry me a river.
Yeah, I could see why this song got picked up.
Thank you.
Wow, 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 wow. What a powerful song. And I don't, that young man, I don't know, what's his name? Who sang that?
Me?
That was you?
That's me.
I don't know why I thought you said, okay, maybe I misunderstood you.
No,
I thought you said you just wrote all these songs and you don't sing that much. That's
no,
you singing.
I just said I'm not. I don't think of myself as a singer. I
I don't
just,
know why. I
I
don't know
just, I
what I don't
never
know what
did.
gave you that notion. Man, you
I,
cooked on this song. I love this song.
Thank you. I'm a storyteller. And you know what? Here's the backstory of that song. People, you would think it was about whatever is love story that you want to think. But honestly, I was sitting out. I bought some new bird. I put a new bird feeder out in my backyard,
Hmm.
and I'm a big animal lover. I got chickens, dogs, and so I put a new bird feeder out for the cardinals, and they like them little sunflower seeds. So
Hmm.
I put it out, and Cardinals, if I'm not mistaken, they mate for life. I could be wrong, so don't hold me on that one. But anyway, I put it out, filled it up, and I knew it was a male and a female. Well, he was allowing her to eat, and he would try to come in, and she would run him off. So he came with about 5 feet of me, and he looked at me, and he was just chirping away. And I just let him, I said, dude, man, cry me a river. You know. And then I got to thinking, I said, man, that would make a good song. Went in, I picked up my guitar, went back outside, and I literally wrote 75% of that song sitting there in maybe 10, 15 minutes. And it's like any song, you know, you take it, you'll clean it up, and then you start adding to it. And then I have a digital audio workstation. So I use Presonus Professional, and I recorded it. I have a studio similar to what you have. I have a MIDI keyboard and a keyboard, and I play guitar, harmonica. So I just did everything myself, you know, and then that was the finished product. And like I said, a lot I hear as a songwriter and a singer, I hear every mistake that's in there. A lot of people don't, but that was that backstory in that song.
Man, you did your thing on this song. I love it. I love the production of it. Very clean, and it's not often, at least for me, that I could be won over by a song where it's just instrumentation and just a lead vocal, because there was no background vocals in this, and no bells and whistles. And I really enjoyed this song. This wonderful song. I see why that organization selected this song, and you won an award for the song. So I wish you nothing but the best. Keep pushing.
Well, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Keep
Thank
pushing.
you.
Yeah, I like that. Cry Me a River. Okay, so you sent us another song called Hope Chest. Tell us about that.
This one, my wife's grandmother, Meddy, we loved her. I loved her to death. She passed back in 2006, but she was a dime collector, and she had a hope chest, and I wanted to write something that, you know, kind of showed a little bit about her. She loved everybody. They wasn't a stranger that she didn't meet. She lived just outside an area in Hammond, Louisiana, and people would walk by, and she would fix a large pot. This would be about a 20-quart pot of red beans, and she would feed people out of her. She didn't have much money, and every Saturday morning she would feed people as they were walking up and down the street, and they knew her. You know, they would come over and they would bring a plate. So
That's beautiful.
So I wanted to give back. I mean, we built our house out in the area where we're living at now, and that's actually the house that we're living in. So I wanted to give something to. I wanted to write something that signified her. But I started writing it, and it turned out to be more of a, you know, it just says she. You'll hear it. You'll hear the lyrics on this one, and I tried not to put the bells and whistles in this one, like you were saying. But as I got started on it, I started putting little things in it, and as a producer, I love to produce because I can hear what I want in a song. So if I gave it to somebody else, they're going to hear what they want in a song, and it's never really what you. It's my creation. It's like an artist painting. If you have a producer that somebody says, well, you need to put, it needs to be a different hue over here, and you need, an artist doesn't do that. And I paint too. I paint with spray cans. I was looking for one I could show, but I do that spray art, and I don't want somebody coming to me and saying, hey, you know, I think you need to have this there, this there, this there. I mean, I've been in this industry as long as anybody, and I know what I like. I know what I want to hear, and it's either a hit or it's not a hit, And so far, I've been blessed that everybody's liked what they've heard. But I'm getting to that age where I'm getting to where my vocals are strained each time I sing. So. Like I said, I kind of lean on being more of a songwriter, and if somebody hears it and they say, "Hey, I want to cover that," hey, you know what? Call me and we'll talk.
We'll talk about it. That's simple. Yeah. Okay.
But this is Hope Chest, and hope you enjoy this one too. It's more Americana. I showed an Americana side of an indie folk Americana side. So,
Okay. We're going to check it out right now. Hope Chess. Here we go.
She saved all her life, every little dime, kept her dreams tucked away, one at a time. In her hope chest, there was space for more. But hope faded like waves on the shore. She had a heart full of wishes, a mind full of prayer. But when she opened the chest, there was nothing in there. All the love she had, she'd given away. And the hope she saved seemed to fade away. The years roll by like an old country song, where the words they don't change, but the pain lingers on. She saved all her life, but in the end, she found no hope again. She closed her eyes and she whispered low, maybe tomorrow, maybe I'll know. But the chest stayed empty, her hands stayed cold, and the story she told never grew old. She saved all her life, but she had no hope, for her chest was still empty, nothing to show. And in the silence, she learned to forgive, but still couldn't find the strength to live. The years rolled by like an old country song, where the words they don't change, but the pain lingers on. She saved all her life, but in the end, she found no hope in her hope chest again.
Wow. I only have one critique.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to hear it?
Sure.
It's not long enough.
I thought, I was thinking the same thing. I was going to apologize. I'm sitting there, that's the first time I actually got to hear the song without, hearing it differently. And I thought, man, I should have made that song longer. I should have put at least another.
It's a beautiful song that you just sit back and just listen and it's it's so surreal. It's like I could just, that's the type of song you just get in the car and if you're traveling for like a good 45 minutes, an hour, maybe longer, just get on the road and just listen while you're driving. I enjoyed that song.
That's awesome. Thank you, man. I you know what? You're gonna be surprised when I say this. Is when I write. Sometimes I write in the realm of saying that, what do I want to hear while I'm making that long trek? I call it driving music. But I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, man.
That really meant a lot. I
You're
mean,
very talented. You're very talented. You know, your writing is very organized. It's very strategic, and it's so pleasant to listen to.
thank you.
I don't know why. I just don't know why. Well, you know, the Bible says to everything there is a season and a time for every purpose. So I was getting ready to say I don't know why you're just not blown up, but in God's timing.
That's it. It's all
You
in
know.
God's timing.
So,
Keep in mind, back in the 80s and 90s, I was doing Christian music. I was on the East Coast. Had a band called the Mission Band, and uh, I had we were scheduled to be signed with RCA,
mm,
and I sat down with RCA, and we just didn't come in agreement to certain things. So I'm not going to go in either way. You know,
I
they
understand.
just, yeah, we just couldn't come to an agreement. They wanted us to do something I didn't agree with. I didn't feel comfortable with, and my band was okay with doing those things. I just wasn't. I didn't feel convicted in my heart. So I took and went solo, and then ego caught up with me. You know, I saw my name a couple of times in those big marquee signs, and I was young, and I started playing music for the wrong reason. It wasn't for God anymore. It was for myself. And so I left. I got out of it and sold everything, pawned my guitars. Um,
wow.
I kept one guitar, and actually the only reason why I kept it is because my brother had it at the time. It was an old Alvarez, no bells and whistles guitar, and um, in 2020, I moved. Like I said, I hadn't been in the music. I had picked up a guitar, and I had an old stand-up piano. I would sit in my house in Oklahoma and play. But I didn't do anything. I may have played a couple of times at church when they asked me to, but I didn't. I didn't really get into anything. And 2020 came around. This is just right pre-COVID, and I got sick. I was sick in 2019. I have diabetes, but it started to affect my legs and my vascular. And so in 2020, I moved back to Louisiana, and I call that was my rebirthing year, because I was twice at the brink of death, and I mean literally on the doorsteps. The doctors wrote me off, and
Wow.
they. But it wasn't their timing. It wasn't their decision. It was God's decision.
That's right.
And God, I asked God. I said, "What do you want me to do?" And God says, I want you to do what I asked you to do 35 years ago or 40
Mm,
years ago." And I said, "You want me back into music?" He said, "I'm giving you that opportunity right now to tell your story and tell my story at the same time." And I said, "You know what?" I said, "Okay." So in January of 2021, I posted on Facebook I was going to get back into music, and I didn't have a single instrument, no guitars. Well, all my friends from New York City all the way down to Florida and into West Texas that knew I was getting back into it. Next thing I know, I have 10 guitars sitting on my porch, uh, from a Fender to they know I loved Ovations. I must have had 4 or 5 Ovations. I was giving them away, and they God said, "You don't have an excuse." And then I got a piano. I got one of the keyboards. I got I said, "Well, I don't have a sound system." Next thing I know, I'm gifted a sound system. It was just everything I said, that every excuse I made, God said no. So I said, "All right." So I started writing. I got into looking into, went into the studio, and I wasn't really satisfied with the studio wanted, and I prayed about it, and I have 90% of my music is 100% of my music is faith based. I may have 1 or 2 songs that sit on the fence with.
hmm
But 99% of my music is all faith based.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
I released an EP album this year called The Greatest Supper, and it has 10 gospel songs in it. And if you go on YouTube or Spotify, and you just type in my name, Floyd Fesky, then you'll see the first things that come up is all pretty much Christian music. I try to release a faith-based music and then a Christian music, or gospel music. So I have no excuse for not doing what I do. Now, some have, I like the blues, like we were talking about, and then this other song that's coming up. I have a friend that was played in the honky tonks, and that's what I wanted to try to do. And God said, "No, I don't want you in the honky tonk." This guy was a honky tonk player, and so we got to talking. He says, "I don't want to be playing in the honky tonk. I want to do what you do." And I said, "What's that?" He says, "I want to sing gospel music." And I said, "All right." I said, "Okay, God, I'm awake. You know, you told me what you want me to do." So I got to listen to him tell his stories, and so this next song was literally about him trying to deal with a breakup that he had. And we were talking, and as we were talking, he was telling me his life story. I'm sitting there writing this song, "The Last Goodbye," and so when I meet people and we start talking, there's a possibility that I'm gonna go sit and write a song, about it. But this song coming up was to that. I mean, almost to a T, the way he told it to me. This is how I wrote it. And then when I was out singing, I sang more of it as a country. But then when I was in the studio, I started playing around with the little blues notes and stuff. And I said, man, I like it. I like it this way. So that's how I released it.
Okay. Well, thank you for setting that up. All right, The Last Goodbye. Let's check it out.
Tried to change me into something I'm not. Lord knows you tried, but the bottle was easier and more of a friend. Then soon came as I sat on the edge, as the pieces crumbled inside. You made it clear it was over for good. This is my last. Well, this love tug of war between your heart and mine, when no one's to blame, and the four walls mean nothing when the pain lost its shine. 'Cause it's always the same. You kept repeating as I sat on the edge, my last goodbye. Nobody knows where the lonely heart goes from the last goodbye, or the pain that you bury deep in your heart from a sad goodbye. You kept repeating as I sat on the edge, as the pieces crumbled inside. You made it clear it was over for good. This is my last. Hell ain't going back. No, no, no. This is my last goodbye.
Yeah, last goodbye. Wow. Another beautiful song. I have no complaints.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
Just wonderful, man. I'm sorry that's all you sent us. But let me just say to you that you spoke earlier about an album that you put out. We want to hear that, so come on back, send some more of your songs. Come on back here, we'll sit here and chop it up. You're
Yeah.
welcome to do that.
I got
but-
a few coming out, some new releases coming out this month. One, if anybody's familiar with Carolines, I wrote a song called "The Outer Banks of Caroline," and then I have another one. They're both probably going to be released middle of this month, and they're. I think when I feel it's. I think it's even. It takes it even to that another level, but. Yeah, I'll definitely submit some more stuff in, and
Yeah, you're welcome to come back. Definitely welcome to come back. You're a very talented brother. But before you leave, could you please share with us where we can find all your music that was played today, maybe some other music? You can take this opportunity to share all of that information.
yes, sir. I'm on all platforms, all streaming platforms, from Apple to Google to Spotify, YouTube. All I ask, and then Facebook. Please, if Floyd Fesky, you'll see a little blue check mark on there. You see that? That's me. Any other ones on there? Be careful. That may not be me. But mine has that little blue check mark on it, right up the corner of my name on Facebook. So please, go in there, tell me where you heard it at, and then friend me and or follow me, and just like I'm going to follow you guys on Facebook, and then we'll. At that point, you can hear anything new that's coming out. Other than that, YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. Spotify, the same thing. Like and follow on Spotify. My album on The Greatest Supper is on YouTube. I have a symbol that my son made for me. It's two hands together with like in a gifting position, and then there's a bright light in the center of it. my son created it for me. I was looking to see I may have had a one that I could show, but it's also when you go on, you just type in my name on YouTube, Floyd Fesky, last name spelled. I think you'll post that, right?
Yes, yes, I will.
All right. Yeah, just go on there and you'll see it. It'll pop up. I probably have well over 50, 60 songs on YouTube and Spotify. So please enjoy. Some of them you can comment. Some of them you can't comment on. Those that you can comment, please leave your comments. The ones you can, I apologize. That's just my distributor won't and made those decisions. So
Got you. Okay. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it for yourself. So, Floyd Fesky, very talented and gifted young man from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And y'all know what I've been saying for the last few weeks. Please do not stream his music. I need y'all to go and purchase, download his music. We want to support our independent artists as much as we can. Honestly, we don't win, especially independent artists, when you guys stream. Okay, so we need, if you can, please just go on and download his music and enjoy it. As you see, he's a phenomenal singer, musician, composer, producer. He does it all. So we're asking you kindly, please, sir, please, ma'am, download his music. That's Floyd Fesky. Okay? And if any of you would like to have your music shared on this platform, here on this podcast, we ask that you send an inquiry to playmymusic711@gmail.com. That's playmymusic711@gmail.com. All right, that's it for today. So until next time, we wish you all a wonderful weekend, and God bless everybody. Until the next time, peace. Okay, Floyd.
thank you, Billy.
All
Appreciate
right,
it.
Yes, sir.
I'll get you some more in there. Thank you, bro.